Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Catching Up with Kate podcast. Today we are going to be doing a deep dive into Tyra Banks. Now, you might be wondering, oh yeah, right, so I was going to do the AI thing today, but as it turned out, it's actually a pretty big topic that requires kind of a lot of research, and I didn't do any research last week, so yeah, I didn't do anything for that, so sorry, that's not happening at the moment. I need to do research on it, but I also think I've got some thoughts about it. I think there's some things in it that I might skip over in the video that I make, but I don't know. I haven't really put that much thought into it. I've been working on so many other things at the moment, so yeah, but I thought it'd be interesting to do a Tyra thing because initially I wanted to do a deep dive into the Victoria's Secret, the recent Victoria's Secret runway show or fashion show or whatever the fuck you call it. And then I've been noticing a lot of people have really switched up on Tyra Banks. And if you didn't know, Tyra Banks was like a supermodel at one point, and she was one of the models that closed the Victoria's Secret show and came out as a plus size model. And that has had some controversy. Now, I'm going to preface this by saying there's nothing wrong with being a plus size model. I'd be considered plus size. You know, we love the plus sized. And I think we've entered a part of modeling and stuff where it's becoming more normal, or it's becoming more like people have options these days. You don't have to wear a fucking muumuu anymore. You can actually wear things that are designed for your body type. So obviously no hate to Tyra's body type. She looks the way that she looks, and you know, I don't think a lot of people are criticizing her because she's quote unquote fat. People are criticizing her because of her past. And you know, let's get a picture up. Tyra Banks, Victoria's Secret. Let's just get a picture up so you know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna be so honest, I did not like the look. It was kind of giving X Factor, not gonna lie. Alright, where do we go? Here we go. So this was what Tyra Banks ended the show looking like. She came up on a platform that rose up, and she was doing her thing, you know, smizing, as people say. I don't know what smizing is. And yeah, a lot of people were kind of taken aback, very surprised, very shocked, to be honest. And I don't know, let's just see. Obviously she's a very beautiful woman, and there's nothing wrong with this. There really isn't. She's 50. Even Twiggy doesn't look the way Twiggy used to look, and she's also Twiggy's probably what, 70 or 80 now or something. I don't know. I'm not sure, but she's definitely up there. She's older than Tyra, I believe. So yeah, and you know, we could give a look at what Tyra used to look like. Tyra Banks, Angel, 19. Let's just go to Tyra Banks, Angel. Oh my god, thank god I'm not showing that. What the fuck? Let's turn safe search on. What the fuck? Tyra Banks, Victoria's Secret, 1997? Wow, nothing is coming up. She used to be a Victoria's Secret Angel. Yeah, I guess that kind of works. Alright. And this was, I think, her last show with Victoria's Secret. Anyway, so stunning, gorgeous. Apparently she was actually considered a plus size model even back then, you know, because she was curvy, and back then we weren't used to seeing curviness. So oh, what the fuck is that? I don't know what that is. Yeah, and that's even her there next to some other models that I cannot tell from this picture. But obviously very beautiful, very stunning. She earned her whatever, she earned her like lieutenant medallion for serving. She served her time. Okay, so that's a little bit of like what Tyra Banks, I guess, looks like, used to look like. It's expected that when you get older you're not going to look the same, and so yeah, like people will look at Twiggy now and be like, oh, Twiggy, you know, that's Twiggy, we love Twiggy. She obviously doesn't look the way that she used to, but no one's going around calling Twiggy like a fat hag or something. You know, because we love Twiggy. I don't know much about her, but I'm gonna say we love Twiggy. However, Tyra, or let's just say Twiggy, doesn't have 10-year rap sheet of her being kind of a bitch. Kind of a bitch. And a lot of people will defend Tyra's the way that she handled things on her show, her iconic show, America's Next Top Model, which we will be looking at clips of and going through the contestants, and we will be going through the winners as well, so I will be putting down timestamps for spoilers just in case, because I know even though the show is like so old, I've seen a little bit of it, but I have never sat down and watched like a whole season, if that makes sense. So that's kind of like what it is, I guess. What are we up to? 6 minutes? 6 minutes. Tyra Banks wiki. Yeah, we're gonna be reading off the Wikipedia page, because I was already reading off it before I started the video, and there is some interesting stuff about Tyra that I have not seen people talk about at all. Some very interesting stuff, so I would say let's get right into the news. It's not really news, is it? It's quite old news actually. So Tyra Banks, she was born December 4th, 1973. Interesting. She was born in California, Inglewood to be specific. And she was the first Black American woman to be featured on the covers of GQ, Sports Illustrated. So that's actually quite impressive. She was only one of the few Black models to achieve supermodel status. Let's have a look. Supermodel. Oh yeah, that's Giselle, I know her. A supermodel is a highly paid fashion model who has a worldwide reputation. Yeah, that was definitely Tyra. She was a Victoria's Secret angel from 1997 to 2005, and by the early 2000s, Tyra was one of the world's top earning models. She also has like kind of like an acting career too. Like she's done some acting, and if you've seen Life Size, the one where she's the doll, like Barbie doll that comes to life, it's actually quite cute. I watched who was it? I think it was like Drew Gooden or like Curtis or Danny. Someone made like a video talking about Life Size, and that's the only reason why I know about it. I never watched it as a child. 2000. Yep. So yeah, she's been on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. She was on Coyote Ugly, Halloween Resurrection, which is so random. And then she was also in Gossip Girl, so that's where I think I was introduced to her. Yay. And in 2003, she created America's Next Top Model. Yeah, and America's Next Top Model, I think, was cancelled 2015, was revived in 2016, and then yeah, that's kind of all she wrote, I think. Yeah. Oh, it has its 12th, wait, in 2020, oh, she was Dancing with the Stars, 29th season, okay, whatever. Yeah, so America's Next Top Model lasted for quite a long time. And then Tyra also had the Tyra Banks show, her own talk show from 2005 to 2010. And that show even has its own like really interesting moments, but I don't think we'll be talking about that one as much, but I mean, we'll see where it goes, because sometimes we go down a rabbit hole with these things. So yeah, she's done stuff. She had a book come out called Model Land, which had a ghostwriter, so it was New York Times bestseller. I mean, what isn't the New York Times bestseller, honestly? She has her own production company, Bankable Productions. My god, she's done a lot. She's done a lot. So I think it's fair to say she has earned her stripes. Yeah. She's 5'10". She looks like she's single. I don't know, who cares? And yeah, oh yeah, and this is an interesting thing where she was considered ugly when she was in high school, or no, when she was like probably like 10 or something. Wait, high school? While growing up, she was teased for her appearance and considered an ugly duckling. And then when she was specifically 11 years old, she grew 3 inches and lost 30 pounds. And she's also 79% African, 14% British, 6% Native American, and she's also 1% Finnish. And the rest is all African, as she said. So, yeah. I don't know why she's discussing her ancestry fucking DNA test. It was honestly probably a paid ad. Not gonna lie. Allegedly. Yeah, so she started modeling when she was 15. Very cool. She was rejected by 4 modeling agencies before she was signed by LA Models. And then she switched to Elite Model Management at 16. This really tells you guys that if you get rejected from your shit, you gotta keep trying, because she ended up becoming like one of the highest paid models back in the early 2000s. She became like I mean, just look at what she's done with herself. She's so like businesswoman-y. She seems like she is very intelligent with the way that she's used her reputation, I guess, or the way that she kind of leveraged her fame. She really went with it, I think, and I don't know how many people are good at doing that. So yeah, she when she got the opportunity to model in Europe, she moved to Milan, which is in Italy, I believe. And in her first runway season, she booked 25 shows in 91 at Paris Fashion Week, which I think 25 shows in her first runway season, I think that actually is quite impressive. I don't know too much about like the runway booking thing, but I think 25 shows in one season is very impressive. Very. Oh god, the jiggle physics, oh my god. Yeah, so she appeared in editorials for American, Italian, French, and Spanish Vogue, American, French, German, and Spanish Elle, and American, German, and Malaysian Harper's Bazaar. V? What the fuck is V? That's V? Oh, okay. W? V? W? Is there a magazine for like fucking Z? Vanity Fair as well? Yeah, so clearly, as you can see here, she has appeared in like a fuck ton of things. She is like, she's been working. In 93, she signed a contract with CoverGirl Cosmetics and launched advertising campaigns for the cosmetics company. Yeah, and as we said earlier, one of the few black models to achieve supermodel status. So yeah, but we already kind of talked about that, her being one of the first black woman on Sports Illustrated. She's now a contributor to the Vogue Italia website, and in 2013 she transformed herself into 15 supermodels in collaboration with fashion photographer Udo Spretzenbarth, or Spretzenbarth, I don't know. Yeah. And then in 2019, she came out of modeling retirement to pose for one of 3 2019 Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue covers. So, yeah, she retired, she came back. She also announced that she will now be going by the modeling name Banks. Now, when I first read this, I thought it was Ban X, and I was like, what does she want to ban? Ban X? What does Ban X mean? Is that some kind of like political thing? I don't know. I was really confused, but no, it's Banks. So, kind of an awful name in my opinion, but okay. And in 2024, this year, she came out of retirement to walk for Victoria's Secret as the closing model. Which, now that I think about it, I do wonder if her coming out of retirement to close the show, like, I do have to wonder if they had some, I don't know, some sort of marketing ideas that could be like a controversial thing, because Tyra Banks has been a controversial figure for the past few years. Like, all of the things that I've been seeing of people talking about her past mishaps and frankly the abuse that she put people through on her show, people have been talking about that so much in the past few years, especially on TikTok, right? And I wonder if that controversy made them think about like where they were going to position her, because with the unique thing about this Victoria's Secret show that just happened is that they brought back a lot of I guess iconic older models, like oh no, I'm forgetting their names. I'm forgetting their names. Adriana Lima was like one of the big ones, I think. Dude, Adriana Lima is like my favorite. I think she's so gorgeous. Hold on, you need to see a picture of. If you don't know who Adriana Lima is, she is sex. She is sex. Lethal face card. This is what she used to look like. That's what she started off looking like. Oh yeah, and then recently she had like a whole thing about like her, you know, gaining weight and then losing it all over again, but she did have a child, so y'all gotta be like, you know, not weird about it. Yeah, weight gain and pregnancy is a bitch, guys. It will do terrible things, but I mean, she went through a process, and you know, you can't always look like this for your whole life, and we gotta respect that about people. I don't know, I wonder if there's like a thing where like by very essence of being a model and perpetuating this like body type, it's like you're held to those standards for life, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, I love her. She's so gorge. She's incredible. Anyway, yeah, so I love Adriana Lima. So she came back, and yeah, so did Tyra, I guess. And yeah, I just have to think that like positioning Tyra at the end of there to be that like last closing like act, I just wonder if they thought that would be such a controversial moment, because it's really drummed up so much chatter, and that's kind of what Victoria's Secret wants. I'm not gonna lie, guys, Victoria's Secret is not what it used to be, and I think there's no secret that Victoria's Secret, oh my god, that's Victoria's Secret, is that they're kind of going under a little bit. They're kind of going under. Let's see, Victoria's Secret, how do you look up finances for companies? Are they trading publicly? I don't know. Let's see, stock. Do they have a stock? They do have a stock. Okay. Wow. It is... Alright, let me look at this. I do not look at stocks that much, y'all. VS Co. It's called VS Co, apparently. Damn. Advanced charting? I don't know how to look at this shit. Someone help. Can we turn down the range? Profile. At the moment, their stocks are trading $27.48. It's down by like 54.54 or something. 1 month. YTD. 5 years. All time. I want to look at the all time. Okay. This is it, y'all. This is it. This is the Victoria's Secret all-time market. They opened in 2021. Now, when I first bought stuff from Victoria's Secret, I think it was like 2019? Could have been very late 2018. So they only just really recently started publicly trading. Wow, at a point it was $74 a share. I think that's what that means. That's pretty interesting. But as we can see, there has been a pretty obvious downward trend. Pretty obvious. A little bit of an upsies, and then you can see it going a little bit up now. $26, $27. Yeah, I think that's actually kind of normal when people open up their companies to public trading, is it'll go up and then it'll kind of like level out. I think, I'm not sure, this isn't financial advice. Would I recommend investing in Victoria's Secret? No, it's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but it's no secret that the fashion brand has been seen having just terrible quality products, overpriced. The experience of going into a Victoria's Secret store sucks. It's all dark. It's like stores are so dark, and like that's fine, but it's so overwhelming because like every single person working there has like nothing to do, so every single one of them absolutely comes up to you like, hey, do you want to buy something? Are you okay? Is someone handling you? Are you fine? And I'm like, yes. And I know it's not their fault because there's like 20 different employees working the floor and they don't know who's been talked to, who's, you know, gotten help and who hasn't. Like that's just them trying to do like their job. But when it's the same person who's seen you, who has made eye contact with you and been like, hi, do you need something? Hey, how's it going? And then you're like, yeah, I'm fine, I'm good, like I don't need help, thank you. And then they're like 10 minutes later, so did you find anything? Did you find anything? Is this all good? Are you all good? Do you need help with sizing? No, I'm okay, thank you. I fucking know my size, thank you. My god, it's terrible. So if you're a man and you're like, what's it like being in Victoria's Secret? I'm here to crush the secret. It's not a secret anymore, sorry. Anyway, back to Tyra after the Victoria's Secret brand. So anyway, I just wanted to say, like, yeah, it's so obvious that like the reason why the Victoria's Secret show was like so lame is because they're running out of money. Yeah. Oh man, some of the old runways were so iconic though, I have to say. So iconic. Okay, anyway, so Tyra has kind of an extensive television and film career, which is pretty impressive. See, her production company used to be called Ty Baby Productions. What? And afterwards changed to Bankable. This is why I think that her new modeling name, Banks, or Ban Eggs, is terrible. I think that she's genuinely terrible at like naming things, but she needs help. She needs help with naming things. I mean, the Tyra Banks show, it's like every talk show. The Ellen show, the Wendy Williams show, the Oprah Winfrey show. Like, okay, we get it. Anyway. So yeah, movies, yada yada yada. She actually won a Daytime Emmy Award for her work in production on the Tyra Banks show. And she won for a second time in a row for Outstanding in Informative Talk Show in 2009. So she won some awards for that, damn. And then we go, blah blah blah, movies, other stuff, yay. Alright, so this was very interesting, and I would love to hear people's opinions about this specifically. This is the thing I was hyping up at the beginning of the video, so hopefully it comes up to your expectations. But did you know, oh my god, Tyra Banks has used a pyramid scheme in the past, allegedly. Get this, in 2014, Banks founded the cosmetics brand Tyra Beauty, which she completed a non-degree certificate program at Harvard Business School specifically for. Do they teach you pyramid schemes in Harvard Business School? Do they teach you about that, Tyra? Tyra Beauty uses a multi-level marketing system to recruit sales distributors who are called beauty trainers by the company. And then Banks held a casting call to find faces for her line, eventually selecting Melody Para, Monique Hayward, Katie Harvey, and top model Norge contestant Marita Gomsrud as the cosmetic line's original beauty models. Okay, let's have a look at this. MLMs, also called network marketing or pyramid selling, is a controversial and sometimes illegal marketing strategy for the sale of products or services in which the revenue of the MLM company is derived from a non-salaried workforce selling the company's products or services. Hold on, let's read that some more. While the earnings of the participants are derived from a pyramid-shaped or binary compensation commission system. Damn, they don't have a picture. There's a picture. Yeah, so setup. Non-salaried participants, referred to as distributors, variously called associates, independent business owners, independent agents, affiliates. Yeah, so like they called theirs beauty trainers, right? They awarded their own immediate retail profit from customers plus commission from the company, not downlines, through a multi-level marketing compensation plan, which is based upon the volume of product sold through their own sales efforts, as well as that. Okay, what? The overwhelming majority of MLM participants participate at either an insignificant or nil net profit. They do not receive profit from joining these ventures. A study of 27 MLM schemes found that on average, 99.6% of participants lost money. Wow. Yeah. Many MLM companies generate billions of dollars in annual revenue and hundreds of millions of dollars in annual profit. However, profits accrue to the detriment of most of the company's constituent workforce, the MLM participants. So the people like here and here, I think, because you get someone who's like, hey, you can buy this off of me and then you can sell it to other people, and these people are like, or you can buy this off me and sell it to other people. I think that's how it works. The blue individual at the top will receive compensation from the sales of the downline red members. Only some of the profits are then shared with the individual participants at the top of the MLM distributorship pyramid. The earnings of those top few participants are emphasized and championed at company seminars and conferences, thus creating the illusion that participants in the MLM can become financially successful. Wow. The main sales pitch of MLM companies to their participants and prospective participants is not that the MLM company's products or services the products or services are largely peripheral to the MLM model. Rather, the true sales pitch and emphasis is on a confidence given to participants of potential financial independence through participation in the MLM. Luring with phrases like the lifestyle you deserve or independent distributor. Yeah, so it's like, I imagine how it goes is Tyra Beauty goes, you can sell our cosmetics or whatever, and you'll be an independent salesperson, you'll be a business person or whatever. You just have to sell them to like other people. I don't know. It's weird. I don't think I've heard like anything about Tyra Beauty. Let's have a look. Tyra Beauty. I really didn't think you didn't. Okay. She's launching a skincare. Yeah, well, who isn't launching a skincare these days? Even fucking Trisha Paytas had a skincare. So this is 10 things you didn't know about Tyra Banks and her new beauty line. What? The fuck? Yeah, number 5. She went to Harvard Business School specifically for Tyra Beauty. A lot of people wondering why I went, and I couldn't say why. I was like, I'm just trying to be a better businesswoman. What? Self-funded? It's not a licensing deal. A lot of deals in our industry are licensing deals. You go to a company, you pay a fee, you sit and you develop stuff with them and you put it out. Mine is 100% entrepreneurial venture. No licensing. There's no person that's paying me. It's all 100% self-funded. Okay. What? Okay. Not a whole lot out there about that. Let's see, Tyra Beauty MLM. Has anyone talked about that? Does anyone else remember when Tyra Banks had an MLM? I'm still kind of okay, this is Reddit, but I'm not going to show this. Okay, I'm still kind of obsessed with America's Next Top Model, so I was watching the old seasons, as you do. I hadn't seen season 22, so I was particularly excited to see it when it was on Hulu. Oh, can I watch it? Oh my god. There's the usual ridiculous, insane photo shoots, girls crying about their makeovers, Tyra trying to be relevant and down with the kids, Tyra making everything about herself, etc. I'm here for it. And then there's episode 10. The contestants have to be in a music video called Beautiful, which is basically an ad for her makeup line, Tyra Beauty. She describes the usual crap we see from MLMs about women being fierce and independent CEOs of their own life. Direct selling. The sellers are called beauty trainers, and the money they make is called bank signs. And guess what? The S in bank signs is a $sign. Lol. She literally tried to make up a new slang word for money that incorporates her own name and a $sign. That's why she went to business school. That is why. Okay, so they hadn't heard anything about Tyra Beauty before watching the episode 2 years after the fact, so they wanted to read about their grand success. JK, the brand has ended its direct selling option. We can still buy Smack My Fat Lash mascara. Like, okay. So they had a direct selling option, but they have ended it. Wow. I didn't know how. Okay. Wait, let's have a look at this. Business or home? Tyra Banks Beauty exits network marketing. Deny. Yeah, let's have a look at this. In 2015, at the start of her network marketing business, Tyra Banks said, "It's really important for me to empower people, particularly women, to have financial freedom, because my mum, she stayed with my dad way too long, and she always says it's because she didn't have enough money or her own money, and that inspires me." Yeah, that is a real problem that a lot of the older generations have had, and I hope it doesn't continue to go that way. I am charged with shaking up the world of beauty, Banks said. Anyone can join our crew of badass entrepreneurs and be the CEO of their own lives. Enrollment costs $59 and participants are trained through an online program called Tyra U. Wow. While the direct sales channel grew from a few hundred hand-selected beauty trainers during its initial beta period in spring of 2015 to several thousand by 2017, doubling revenue each year. The decision to close the channel was due to certain challenges typically associated with direct selling and multi-level businesses. As in, yeah, apparently multi-level marketing is like kind of illegal sometimes and like also really not good. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Huh. That is interesting. So she's still selling the cosmetics themselves, but they've just removed the ability to enroll in like a trainer program to like sell them yourself. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Wow. Yeah. Huh. Wow. Okay, looking at the Reddit a little bit and seeing anything else. All the Hunbots in the comments trying to get ex-beauty trainers to jump on board their MLM. Wow. So yeah, pyramid scheme. Pyramid scheme, also known as a scam. I don't know why, but it's just like, it's not kind of clicking in my brain that much, so I'm gonna ask ChatGPT, can you explain a pyramid scheme to me like I am 5 years old? I feel like I get it, but I feel like I need to dumb it down some more. Okay. Imagine you have a lemonade stand. You tell your friend, if you sell lemonade for me, I'll give you a small piece of what you make. Then your friend gets 2 more friends to sell lemonade, and they give a little bit of their money to your friend, and your friend gives you a bit of what they got. Oh, it keeps going like that, and each person below them or each person gets more people below them to sell lemonade and then sends more money up the line. But here's the problem, there aren't enough people to keep selling lemonade forever. Eventually, oh, maybe that's also why they closed it, because at a certain point you can't keep finding people to become like the bottom feeders. They lose all their money while the people at the top get to keep most of it. Wow, and like no one has talked about this. Tyra Banks' alleged MLM scam scheme for her fucking beauty line. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Alright, so that's kind of one of the things that I was super interested in. No one's talked about it, so you maybe heard it here first. Tell your friends. Yeah, so, you know, some music, writing, yada yada. Oh yeah, she did struggle with infertility for a little bit, but eventually with gestational surrogacy they managed to have a son, so congratulations, Tyra. Very nice. She also talks a lot about tending to avoid drinking and recreational drugs, which, yay, good for you, girl. If that's true, good for you. I like that. Yeah, and then we have Philanthropy, which again, I have never heard about this, but Banks established the T-Zone program, which aimed at leadership and life skills development. But it doesn't say like how. Like, how does that do that? There's very little about her philanthropy. She also established the Tyra Banks Scholarship, a fund aimed at providing African American girls the opportunity to attend her alma mater, Immaculate Heart High School. And in 2005, T-Zone transformed from a camp into a public charity, the Tyra Banks T-Zone. Alright, I actually want to look up this because I didn't look it up before, but let's look up Tyra Banks T-Zone. What is this? No results found for Tyra Banks T-Zone at all? Tyra Banks T-Zone charity? Okay, here we go. Damn, that really came up with nothing. Oh, nope, that's it. That's a very, very, very short article from CNN. T-Zone. Ooh, the truth about celebrity giving. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is like a thing. This is from Forbes. Not much about the world of celebrity philanthropy surprises Stephanie Sandler anymore. For the past 9 years, Sandler, senior vice president at the Giving Back Fund, a philanthropic consulting and management firm in Los Angeles, has helped celebrities set up their own foundations. Okay, along the way she's had first-hand experience in the not always truthful world of celebrity giving. Okay. Take the well-known entertainer who was supposedly known as being especially generous. The problem was, there was no public record of it, and the celebrity didn't return calls for clarification. It tends to be that if the people who are putting their names out there as being philanthropic really are, they get back to you. Okay. Welcome to a world in which it's not uncommon for a celebrity's pet foundation to have a greater administrative cost than the amount of money it grants. Tax records from the Tyra Banks T-Zone Foundation, for instance, show that in 2006, it paid $35,000 in salaries while distributing only $32,000 in grants. A spokesperson for Banks said that the tax form was filled out incorrectly and that the foundation did not pay board members' salaries. Okay. So then, did that get, like, resolved? Or something? And who was getting paid that much? That's... What? Spokesperson for Banks. Like, who is this spokesperson? But that's interesting. It was filled out incorrectly. Okay. Okay, well that's all about that, but then we have other celebrity ones. Ooh, Justin Timberlake Foundation, meanwhile, spent $146,000 on operating costs in 2006, according to tax records. This included $10,000 on travel and $40,000 on loosely defined other services. At the same time, it distributed 32,500 and 30,000 that going to the Jane Goodall Institute. No one at the foundation returned calls for comment despite multiple attempts. Wow. Because it's like, if they really wanted to give back, if they were really trying to do their job, it's like they said they'd get back to you. They'd want to put it out there. They'd want to be like honest. But if you're being dishonest, it like the thing that you want to do is you just want to like not say anything. Because that's the easiest thing. You like, people can speculate and you can just like not answer the phone and then it kind of ends there, you know? It's like people are like, well, we don't really know, but you know. Jerry Seinfeld's family foundation, meanwhile, gave away $2.5 million with only $47,000 in operating expenses. So why would a celebrity set up a foundation in the first place and not just write a check to a charitable organization? The simple answer is that they may not know who to write the check to. Okay. But that's not often the sole benefit. PR is also high on the list. Yeah, that's one of the things that I feel like I noticed reading through Tyra's Wikipedia page, is that it feels like she's checking off a list of like things to do. It's like, okay, I've been a businesswoman. Okay, I've had a talk show. Okay, I need to do something good for the world. Okay, like she does talk very openly a lot of the times, especially on her talk show, about like eating habits, unhealthy beauty standards, you know, fat, skinny and stuff. You know, she wants to create opportunities for women who are like her. She wants to create opportunities for women to, or people who are perhaps disadvantaged. She wants them to succeed. It's like, it's kind of like the PR thing, right? And I just feel like if it was actually making a difference, if it was actually benefiting, there would be more about it. But you haven't heard of the T-zone, have you? And also the T-zone, if you don't know, I'm pretty sure is like the area of your face which is like the most oily, which is around here and then down your nose. That's the T-zone. That's what I've heard it called, which is such a, oh my god. Okay. The charitable purpose might be to give scholarships, but it also serves as a vehicle for promoting the celebrity's image. Foundations may even provide an easy way to give a relative a place to work. Oh, that's tea. Another murky area in the world of celebrity giving is that while celebrities can host things like golf tournaments for fundraising, they're not always donating their own money. They can have an image of being charitable without necessarily giving. Mark Pollock, who heads the Giving Back Fund, takes offense at celebrities who put their names on foundations but not their own money into them. We think it's perpetuating a fraud upon the public. Oh, yeah. Wow. And encouraging celebrities to donate from their own pockets. Because, I mean, it's like the more you think about it, the amount of money that they get and they choose to like just hold on to it, like they hoard all of their fucking money. And it's like, bro, if you even put in just like $1 million, you would not even be putting a dent into what you have. Why are you hoarding it? Why? Anyway. Yeah, while the list may miss private donations, which would be the definition of charity, experts in philanthropy noted that celebrities are very aware of the power of their image to bring in more donations and thus tend to be willing to publicize their giving. I think like it can be used in a good way because like psychologically, there's this thing where if something is approved of by a celebrity, it has a psychological effect on people that makes people want to get it. It's like a real documented thing. I don't remember what it's called, but it's a real thing. And so if you see like your favorite celebrity promoting like, I don't know, a certain toothbrush, you're not getting it because dentists are like, 9 out of 10 dentists are like, this is the best toothbrush ever. You're getting it because fucking, I don't know, Nicole Kidman's like, I really like this toothbrush. It's beautiful. Like, you know? I think it's because people when they have like favorite celebrities or celebrities, they're like already primed to be like, I like this person, I trust this person's like attractive, so I'm already primed into wanting to follow what they do. Yeah. Yeah, apparently Oprah's, okay, they're talking about Oprah donating a ton, yada yada yada. That's kind of like whatever, okay? So we've learned a little bit about her little philanthropic thingamabob, but considering the fact that she had a MLM scheme, allegedly, it doesn't really look that philanthropic to me, and I'm so ready to just believe that it's completely for her benefit. So, yeah. Oh, here's some more tea that I didn't really read. Education. So we talked about her going to Harvard to learn how to do MLM schemes. Just joking. Joke. Yeah, so it was an executive education training program, and she got a certificate, but she was apparently implying she's a Harvard graduate. So then Jenna Sowers, I think it's Sowers, writing for Jezebel, referred to her statements on Harvard as disingenuous and called upon her to stop lying about Harvard. She's writing for Jezebel? Dude, I exclusively write for Satan. Satan magazine, you ever heard of it? Oh. Yeah, I write for Satan. I don't know, I just think that's so funny. Jezebel. Alright. As of 2012, Harvard professor Rohit Deshpande was preparing a case study on Banks' company for future coursework in the OPM program. Okay. Well, whatever. That's that. And there's all her, like, television. She was on Mad TV, by the way. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, Mad TV. True Hollywood Story? Germany's Next Top Price is Right? Deal or No Deal? The Soup? Yeah, so there's a few other Next Top models for Australia's Next Top Model. Oh my god. Oh my god, I have to watch that. That sounds so funny. Yeah, carpool karaoke. Wow, we really needed that. The View? Episode Tyra Banks, Gavin Newsom, View Your Deal. Oh my god, my worlds are colliding. Gavin Newsom and Tyra Banks? Actually, I think that makes sense because I think Gavin Newsom is, isn't he California's, like, mayor or some shit? Gavin Newsom? I don't know. I don't remember. Entertainment Tonight, Insecure, I love that for you. Okay, whatever. Okay, cool. So, she was in Drake's song Child's Play. Alrighty. Yeah, so that's Tyra. Holy shit, we've spent 48 minutes going through Tyra's fucking wiki page. We went through multi-level marketing. We just have one for America's Next Top Model. It's been going for a while. I promise I'm not trying to rush through this. I genuinely didn't think it would take that long. They've had a lot of different judges on here. Twiggy was even a judge. Oh yeah, that's why I made that. Yeah. There's Twiggy for you. I love Twiggy. She was a prominent teenage model during the swinging 60s in London. She's a queen. Yeah, so let's have a look. Original release 2003, 2006. Okay, I don't care about the releases. Does it say how long it ran for? Like specifically? Advertisers paid $61,000 per 30-second time slot during 2011-12 network series. The highest of any series on the CW. Wow. And each season is referred to as a cycle, I guess. So, yeah. The first 22 cycles of the series and cycle 24 were presented by Banks. And then cycle 23 was presented by Rita Ora. Yeah. Yeah. So, that's that. Do we have anything else that we need to go up to? I guess if you don't know America's Top Model, it's a reality show where they recruit, or they get like a bunch of girls. I think they did have a few seasons where guys were in it too, and they just kind of like try to train the girls to like what to expect in modeling, and this is how you're going to become the next top American model, or what X country, you know, because there's like Asia, there's Australia as well, which is like, holy fuck, I wonder what the Australian one's like. Format. Each cycle has 9 to 16 episodes and starts with 10 to 16 contestants. They're judged weekly on the overall appearance, participation, and best shot from that week's photo shoot. Yeah, the photo shoots are fun to watch, actually. I like those. Each episode, one contestant is eliminated, though in rare cases, double or no eliminations. Okay, that's just like elimination reality show. Like that's just what they all do. So, okay. Yeah, so no elimination is given by consensus of the judging panel. Makeovers are administered to contestants early in the season, usually after the first or second elimination in the finals. And a trip to an international destination is scheduled about 2/3 of the way through this cycle. Yeah. Anyway, so they had like a bunch of different judges. Los Angeles is the primary filming location for most of the seasons. The first 3 seasons were in New York City, along with seasons 10, 12, and 14. Cool. So yeah, there's a lot about that. There was even a video game for the Nintendo DS and Wii. That actually sounds fun. Wait, I want to read this. The game involves players playing as a model, participating in a televised modeling competition, while living in a mansion with the other models. Though it does not feature any cast members, that makes sense, including Banks, it features customization options for hair, makeup, clothing, and also allows the player to engage in catfights with other models. Oh my god! Catfighting built into the video game? Holy shit! Oh, this is insane. While it does have a number of flaws, the one thing it does very well is replicate the feeling of being on a reality show. I want to play this. What is this? I need to look at this. America's Next Top Model DS. Wii? Is it on the Wii? Can I play it on the Wii? America's Next Top Model DS game. Oh, do you guys want to watch this 12-minute video? React time? Oh, shit. See, this is how, like, I don't know, like, see, Tyra, she's filling in all the blanks, she's ticking every box. Oh, the Wii's coming out? Well, I guess we'll make a video game for it. Sign it off. Enter your name, game. Okay, that's lame. Oh wait, I skipped too far. Guys, dude, we don't want to see this, like ticking up for, like, 10 minutes straight. Look at this, it just keeps repeating. It's distracting. Get rid of it. Sorry. How long does this stay on the screen? Are you seeing this? Oh my god. Dude, I can't even see most, like, the text down here. Wait, this sucks. Okay, a bunch of yapping. What is this? Oh, this is terrible. Is it just me with the audio, like, really bad? So we can run around. We can go have salad, I guess. Oh, damn, look at her ass, though. Holy shit. Look at the way these polygons move. Oh my god. It's like the meme of Germa with his fat ass running. Oh my god. It's like, wow, it's really making me think of Germa for some reason. She runs like Germa. Oh my god. This seems like a creepy like one of those lost games that's like got a creepy secret to it. Oh. There's a person? Wow. Jack, you should welcome. You're the first to arrive. Good morning. Okay, can we see a cat fight? Alright, we can see changing the outfit. Holy shit. I wanna watch a cat fight. It's reminding me of the Playboy Mansion game. Alright, what's happening here? So those are two ladies. Hey there, I'm one of the other models. Oh, hi, I'm Kimberly. What a nice house. Did you have a nice trip? No, the food on the... Oh, okay. Great, waiting to get started. Where is the makeup? The NPC is asking you where the makeup is? Not even listening to me, are you? Nope, I'm gonna go find the pool. Wow. That's riveting writing. Don't forget to go to bed soon. It's getting late and there's a lot to do tomorrow. What are you, my mom? Good idea. I will make sure to go to bed on time. What is she? Fucking 12? Alright. Well, that's the America's Next Top Model DS game. Awesome. Wow. Alright, there were dolls as well. Deceased contestants. Holy... Oh my god. Is that like fucking wild? I guess it is like a informational thing, but 8th placing finalist. Oh, that's kind of spoilers, isn't it? Yeah, we are kind of getting into spoiler territory, but I won't go into that. But yeah, people have died, I guess, so. Yeah. Reception. The show has been referred to in many series such as ABC's Family, Greek TV, The Big Bang Theory. Ah? Okay, I'm not gonna... Some of that's spoilers, I can already tell. Many credit America's Next Top Model for inspiring later reality TV shows, most notably RuPaul's Drag Race. Okay. It was the biggest inspiration for season 1 of RuPaul's. And a parody of a couple different reality shows. Top Model was a groundbreaking reality show that it crawled so that Drag Race could walk. Okay. Yeah, you know what, I see that. I was actually going to make a comparison about the two shows, and you know, there is something about like the harshness that Tyra had on the Top Model show. A lot of people will say and defend like, oh, you know, she's trying to prime them for like a harsh industry that like is savage, you know, it's gonna be hard. You know, what should she do? Should she coddle them? Should she be like all nice about it? Because, you know, and there is this mentality that I can't stop seeing everywhere, where people believe that in order for a person to learn, in order to improve at something, or just like, yeah, it's this idea that like when you're being taught something, that you have to be taught in this tough love attitude. Like the person teaching you cannot be empathetic, cannot be nice, they have to be straightforward or even perhaps harsh. And I just don't understand. Oh, I understand where it comes from, but I just don't understand why we hold on to that mentality so much, because psychologically it's actually proven that that kind of method of teaching is actually extremely flawed and extremely ineffective. And you know, like I think to my driving practice, you know, I'm learning how to drive and it's hard. It's kind of a high intense environment, you know, because you're having to focus on things. Someone is entrusting you to do the right thing, to listen. And what I've noticed is that when instructors are harsh, when they have this attitude where it's like, I'm telling you what to do, you need to just listen and you need to just like except that I'm going to talk to you in the way that I want to talk to you. And I think that that's just it's a very olden way of thinking, and I don't think it has any place in society anymore. Because we know better. We know better now. I guess, like, to be fair, top model, they probably weren't thinking the way that we think today, right? So I'd say that there's some fairness there where standards in society are different, and I would like to pressure people to feel less like, I'm gonna be brutally honest with you, I'm gonna be like really harsh because you need harshness. It's like, I cannot get negative feedback only. Like, I need positive and negative feedback together. I cannot have just one. And there's this idea that, like, if I get positive feedback, I'm gonna forget about the negative stuff and be like, oh my god, I did so great at this one thing, I don't care about anything else. It's like, when has that ever been in reality? Like, every single person knows that negative things stick to you far more than positive things, right? That is such a human nature thing. So where do people get this fucking concept from that, like, if you tell me I did a good job on something, I'm gonna just be like, I'm perfect and I don't need to worry about anything else? It's like, it's so fucking dumb. I think about this all the time. I think about it constantly. And people who think like the way that I've been describing really annoy me, because it feels like you haven't actually thought about the way that you think. You haven't had any introspective thoughts. You haven't tried to look at, like, the literature that proves that your mentality is actually fucking wrong. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit heated about this, but it's true. My god. I think I had True Beauty here because it was like another show where, like, what's happening here? What's happening here in this photo shoot? These two are like mwah. And she's just on the side like, I'm here too. What is this? I mean, they're probably like in a relationship, but anyway, True Beauty. Yeah, that was like another one where it was like they were trying to see who is the most beautiful person. But they're tested on their outer and inner beauty. So in addition to their appearance, they also had to be good people. So it's kind of giving like what are those, like, beauty pageants? It's kind of giving beauty pageant a little bit. I think I watched maybe a little of this, but Composer Super Chick, no, Super Chick. Wait, they're American Christian rock? Oh shit, I had like one song of theirs I like used to listen to a lot. Fuck. Anyway, yeah, so funnily enough, this series was produced by Tyra Banks and Ashton Kutcher. Ashton Kutcher? Are we seeing a little bit of a P. Diddy thing here? I don't know, probably not. I mean, look, we know by now that Ashton Kutcher had some ties to P. Diddy, and there's been a lot about them in the news lately. However, Tyra, I don't know about Tyra. I don't know what kind of ties she might have. I've been trying to look it up and look into it, but I haven't been able to find anything super specific. So that's kind of all up in the air for that one. And now I think we can move on to some clips, which is going to be very fun. This is going to be the top 10 outrageous America's Next Top Model moments. Now, there's some crazy things here. This is Watch Mojo, just saying. But I will try to skip the weird stuff. So, the whole idea about America's Next Top Model, if you didn't get it already, you're trying to be prepared for the modeling world. That's the premise. That's definitely what they're trying to make you perceive it as. But at the end of the day, it is a reality show, and reality shows are built in a specific way to entertain the masses, you know? So I think while we can criticize the way that Tyra was on the show, I have to say, she's giving what people want to see. Like, let's be real. And this is like how it is with like all reality TV shows. Now, I think what's happening with modern reality TV is that hosts are now trying to convey themselves as like, I'm on your side. Like they're talking to the contestants like, yeah, I'm on your side. How are you? Are you okay? Like it seemed like today was like a really bit like they really try to have their empathetic moments and their critical moments as well. Like this is why I was thinking about RuPaul's Drag Race, because RuPaul can have moments of being like critical. I don't know if I'd say he's like savage or something, because I've seen a fair bit of RuPaul's and I think that there'd be like criticisms and people would get upset, but RuPaul always had like, I don't know, like it was kind of a mixture of good and bad feedback, you know, like I really like this but I'm a little bit worried about how the plaid's gonna look on the runway, you know, like that always felt like it was genuinely helpful. It drums up a little bit of the suspense, but it's helpful in the end. It's like, I don't know, it's a little bit of both, and you get a bit of both worlds, and RuPaul doesn't come off as a horrible human being, so win-win, I guess. So we got the conveyor belt catwalk.
And the conveyor belt will be moving. Are you kidding me?
In Cycle 15, Tyra gave the girls an unforgettable lesson on the art of runway composure.
I was like Gumby on a conveyor belt. It was awful.
Forced to work against the grain in the form of a catwalk conveyor belt, each contestant grinded it out while desperately hoping to minimize the embarrassment.
Oh!
Lord, I did not just say that. It was really bad.
Unfortunately, not all succeeded. One girl nearly broke her butt, while another called out for the Holy Ghost. Definitely not the scenarios that one typically associates with high fashion.
Like, it's just, none of this is really training you for anything. It really isn't. Like, let's be honest, this is a show for people to watch and be like, haha, that's crazy. But models aren't really doing this. Now, you will see sometimes with like high fashion runways, like, wasn't there that Balenciaga one where they were going through like mud and shit? Not shit literally, but like mud. Like I can see that being like, yeah, that's a tough thing to run through, walk through, or whatever. So there are like obstacles, and like there's even I think Vivienne Westwood, she does model shows where she incorporates crazy heels, crazy high heels, like fucking, it's insane. But it's very like haute couture, like very high fashion, you know. And even those models will fall over. There's like an iconic video of one of the models falling over there. And do you know what happened to that model? I'm pretty sure she continued to work. It was an iconic moment, and it was so newsworthy. Like, if anything, it was like kind of a good thing for Vivienne Westwood.
By the end, though, everyone realized that a run down the catwalk could be deadly and fierce all at the same time.
I've never felt more embarrassed at one time in my life. I'd rather have natural labor again than do this.
That's crazy.
Number 9, Britney's Go Sees meltdown.
Oh yeah, that I don't want to watch this part because this is all like a miscommunication error which led her to lose a booking, I think, because she wasn't able to reach it in time because she didn't instruct her taxi driver right. It's a hard watch, so I'm gonna skip that one. I'm gonna skip that one like mega. Now this one, Shandy Goes Too Far. Let's just watch it, I guess.
Number 8, Shandy Goes Too Far.
I miss my boyfriend. I do. I really wish he could have experienced this with me. I have no doubts in my mind that I want to be with him.
At first glance, Shandy may not exude that Tyra Banks kind of sensuality, yet she's a woman all the same. A woman with needs.
These girls, self-included, have been like monkeys in a cage, and you drop big bananas inside. Of course they're gonna tear the peels off.
And when a conversation about movie tickets goes horribly wrong in Cycle 2, the Waif contestant reinforced the idea that a boyfriend at home on Top Model doesn't carry much weight, especially when there's all kind of model stuff going on.
I think like a part of me just like got caught up in everything, like just caught up in like the sexual tension, having really good looking guys come over and then all getting into jacuzzi.
You know, like Italian men and hot tubs. We all saw it coming, but nobody expected that Shandy would ask for a little extra seasoning, and certainly not Eric considering his devastating reaction.
Just please tell me what you did. Just tell me.
It's the worst possible thing I could do.
You had sex? Yeah. Oh my god, honey. Oh my god.
Number 7.
How hard is that to watch? Like, watching like people, oh my god, it's like that's one of those things that genuinely feels like we should not have seen that, but boy did it probably made for really crazy like TV back then. And you know, it's interesting because like out of all the time, I've watched a lot of reality shows, right? We all probably have. I think out of every reality show, that moment is like, it feels like one of the most like rawest cheating reactions. Like it is real, and I mean, in my opinion, like that's so real and raw. It's like devastating to listen to. But when we listen to like cheating stuff in shows today, usually it's cheating between like two different contestants, so like they're both kind of like going for the same thing and they probably haven't formed that connection, whereas that was like a real couple, a real connection. And my god, I don't know, it's like you also think like, what relevance does this moment even have on the show? I mean, but that just felt so real, and shows these days don't carry that like rawness, you know? It's like, oh, these two people in Love is Blind cheated. Okay.
Short hair, she cares.
You're gonna have to say bye-bye to Beauty Queen.
We're not just cutting this just to cut your hair.
Oh,
this
no.
fits your face.
Your face is strong enough to handle that.
Now the wife of Arrow actor Stephen Amell, back in 2004, Cassandra Jean Whitehead was just a 19-year-old beauty queen with a deep connection to beauty queen hair.
Cassandra, why are you crying?
And so Tyra's like, hey, we're gonna cut off all your fucking hair because you have the facial features, which, in my opinion, I don't think she does. I don't think she does, and we'll see in a moment, but I think Tyra really fucking messed up here, and oh my god. And I get that at points there's gonna be like makeovers and stuff, but to cut off all of someone's hair, for them to go from just like having like long hair, you're a beauty queen, so you probably are used to doing like big blowouts, doing like all this stuff and, you know, hiding behind your hair, and then all of a sudden it's like it's all gone. Like, yeah, that's kind of crazy, and if she decides not to do it, she'll probably get kicked off the show anyway, right?
I love my hair.
And when a big makeover drastically...
Bruh, they aged her like... They aged her so much. Wait, I want to see that again.
And when a big...
Ooh, okay. This is not the greatest photo. This is not the greatest photo, but, you know, she kind of looks like Natalie Portman here, to be honest. Look, does she have like a beautiful face? Yeah, she does in both pictures. But you know, you can imagine like if her hair was like all done up. Stunning. This? Well, I guess I'm kind of blocking it, aren't I? Hold on, let me move myself for a moment. Just so you can get like the full picture. Look at this! They aged her like 50 years! Oh my god! I'm like looking at this like really hard now. And they botched this haircut. It's like, why is it like... It's like lower here, high here. She looks like she has like a giant bald spot over here now. This is all like, it's completely choppy. It's completely choppy. It's fucked up. It's actually so fucked up. I feel so sorry for this person, and it sucks.
Big makeover drastically altered her appearance in cycle 5. Even Tyra wasn't satisfied with the result and made the controversial decision to chop off even more, 1 inch.
Initially, what Tyra really wanted was like a Mia Farrow cut. Like she wants this all a lot shorter.
See, I'm not really comfortable cutting it again, and when I haven't even gotten a chance to really work it yet.
Some girls might have had no problem going forward with such horror in the spirit of competition.
You may not like it at first, but you have to get into it. You have to try to see the good in it.
But this one didn't want anybody to change the essence of who she was, as this was a time when humans did not have the luxury of growing hair back, or something like that.
I have to be myself, and I want to walk out of this competition.
Well, it just feels like with that short hair, she's very limited in what she can do with like the rest of the show. I'm sure there's wigs and stuff, but are the other models having to resort to wigs, or are they just using their natural hair? Like, no one else has gone through as drastic of a, like, they even changed her hair color. They changed her hair color. Hold on a second.
Just knowing that I did what I think was right in the long run, and that includes not letting people try and change the way I am.
Number 6.
Wait a second.
And when a big make...
Yeah. So they thought, or Tyra thought, she's got the eyes. Let's make her blonde and like kind of bluey-eyed. That's gonna fit. But like, it just doesn't. It's too much of like all the same colors here. She's like, even her skin tone, it's like, she looked better with like the high contrast. Yeah, I still don't understand this before picture. Like, what the fuck were they doing with this before picture? Or is this the picture that she took to enter the show? I don't know. Oh god, flesh-eating bacteria. I didn't even know that was part of it. The girl owned by a pendulum. Yeah, again. Hey guys, we're training models.
Number 6.
We're training models for the runway, so here is the most insane runway we've ever seen.
When
Pendulums.
an aspiring model signed up for top model, she could surely expect catfights and the occasional surprise, but not a multitude of giant runway pendulums that swing back and forth like some kind of weird Japanese game show.
I was so embarrassed thinking, oh man, I messed it up, I blew it.
But this is America's Next Top Model we're talking about here, and regardless of the potential danger, you still gotta work it. Even so, Alexandra had difficulty multitasking in cycle 14, and still managed to get violently launched off the runway. Or so it might have seemed.
She fell twice. I was like, oh my gosh.
Number 5, flesh-eating bacteria scare.
This morning, I have a couple spots on my face that are actually breaking out, and they look like little, like burn circle things.
The human face is capable of expressing a variety of emotions, which definitely helps in the world of modeling. But it's never good when a girl's face begins to peel off.
A little bit more blush, and you are good to go.
Look pretty. And they're like, oh, it's okay, you're beautiful. My face is falling off. How can I be happy about that?
Of course, Michelle's face wasn't actually rotting away.
You ever heard of impetigo?
No.
It's usually caused by bacteria, and it's easily treatable and probably will go away fairly quickly.
But when a house full of freaked out girls are left speculating what the cause was in cycle 4, one contestant decided that it just might be the horrible flesh-eating bacteria we had all heard so much about.
Oh, okay. That's not interesting.
Number 4, Elise rants.
If I don't win this contest, start medical school in August.
That's a lot of work.
By the second episode of America's Next Top Model, the bar for crazy was still relatively low, until a pre-med student named Elise went beast mode on everybody's ass in a surprisingly composed fashion.
Most of the tasks that we had to do not rely at all on intelligence. And being smarter than the other girls doesn't give me any advantage.
No, she didn't go off the deep end with all kinds of screaming and crying.
There are the most vapid conversations you've ever experienced going on all around me all the time.
But she delivered a sharp soliloquy that effectively communicated all her problems, covering the C word, Jay and Silent Bob, and destroying all her fellow contestants.
Adrian, stop interrupting me. Stop quoting Jay and Silent Bob right next to my ear. I've had enough of you. Giselle, you worthless. You are so wasteful, bitchy, stupid. You're worthless. Your parents must be ashamed of you.
Despite the
did she just call her a fucking oh my, I never heard of this part.
Self-assurance of Elise, there was a bit of a psycho vibe going on, which probably had the producers super excited because ratings.
Damn it, let me die. You bitches.
Number 3, dangerous.
Wow, that's so weird. She's like, me being smarter doesn't equal I have an advantage. Yeah, that's crazy.
High heels.
Today you're going to be put to the ultimate test.
Speaking of ratings, everybody loves to watch a model break a leg, and possibly even both ankles.
A new model cannot fall or stumble in shoes like these.
Except they
And
do.
by everybody,
It
we mean
happens.
Tyra Banks and the top model judges.
Your time. Slow down.
In cycle 6, Tyra gave a, quote, lesson to the girls by forcing the frightened woman to walk in some futuristic footwear that likely can't be found online. Even so, such a challenge allowed Tyra to find out whether the—
I mean, it's not that different to like your stripper heels, if I'm being honest. Strippers wear heels like that, but I think the kind of heels that they wear on stage, I don't think they really do that much walking. It's more for like show on like the pole, so I don't know. But yeah, I this is like one of the few ones where I guess I kind of see it, but I also think that they should be shown how to do it first and maybe be given some kind of like rail to hold on to ensure that they can be safe. Like, it just sounds like very unsafe conditions, but I guess it doesn't count as a job because they're contestants on a show, so their safety is probably not really like considered all that much.
contestants could smile through a broken ankle and, you know, just tough the damn thing out. Okay, nobody actually busted an ankle, as there was just one nasty sprain, which surely provided some kind of valuable lesson.
Both my feet were just throbbing, they were pulsating.
Okay, doctor's gonna be here.
I was just like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this.
Number 2, fainting spell.
Alrighty, first is Rebecca.
I thought that your walk was, you know, good, confident, strong.
The top model panel critique can obviously be a difficult time for contestants, certainly if they're fragile and oh too sensitive.
I mean, it's eating me up inside because I can't get it out.
But when it came for Rebecca Epley's turn in cycle 4, it wasn't the words that floored her, but actually a pre-existing condition. 1 second she's acknowledging the panel, and the next she's falling directly backwards in front of a shocked audience.
I think you have everything together for a model. You need to work on your presence. I didn't feel that you embraced.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, she hit her head? It had been a few years since her last fainting episode, and thankfully, this televised one didn't cause any serious damage, even if it thoroughly frightened everybody involved.
How many people were scared? Me too.
Clap if you were scared.
I was really, really scared. The paramedics, they took Rebecca to the hospital, but she's okay. So we're gonna continue with judging if that's okay with everybody.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
In response to trying to prove myself as an African, that's just where I come from. It's very natural to me. And I did not choose that hat for the very specific reason that it's very cliche. The fabric that it's made from is very artificial, very cheap, fake kente.
Girl down.
What is this?
Get mad.
JL deserved it because she didn't leave that man alone.
Can you read that?
Yes.
Yes.
Or should have wrote eat some carbs. I do have a sense of humor. I thought maybe Cassie had one too.
What is that?
It's so mind-boggling to me because who writes in someone's food? Who wrote that?
I don't know.
My name is Jade, the ace of spades. Rhonda, my dear, I know your skin.
Oh no, they really were putting these women through like everything they could imagine. They were like in the writing room like, okay, what's like super embarrassing that we could do next? They came up with some crazy things. What the fuck? Makes for great TV though.
It's bumpy, but my skin is flawless and you look really lumpy.
Oh!
Nobody else took it there. Like, nobody was like, yo, Jade, you look like an 85-year-old woman.
Yo, you're blonde, you're too tall for this industry. You know what? I'm in this real and you're not, because let me tell you, they're gonna not blow up your bye.
Number 1, Tyra Loses It.
Hi, I'm Tiffany. It's Fashion Week in Paris.
Losing a competition is never easy, but it's also not the end of the world.
You wanna go home? If you don't do this, you're gonna go home.
While it may be okay to leave another reality show with a smile on your face, don't try it when Tyra's the judge.
And if you don't feel you're worth it, then none of these people behind me and I won't feel like you're worth it.
When Tyra offered up some advice to Tiffany Richardson in Cycle 4, the entire world learned that one does not simply chuckle and laugh it off.
Oh, girl, you gotta stop. Breaking my back.
As this model found herself on the receiving end of an epic Tyra tongue lashing that was both emotional and mildly insane.
Be quiet! That's what is wrong with you. But you're not. Stop it! I have never in my life yelled at a girl like this. When my mother yells at this, it's because she loves me. I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you? Learn something from this.
It proved how much the original top model cared, and
yeah, so I think the context behind that one, that woman who decided to leave, I think her grandma had worked really hard to get her on the show. Like it was something about like bills, like not paying bills or something to get her on the show, to like hopefully get her to, I don't know, do something like amazing. And I think that's why Tyra was so emotional about it, but wildly inappropriate still. So yeah,
how some just don't have what it takes.
Tyra. She was right. The only thing that's keeping me here was my grandma and my child. And I tried to hang in there for my grandma. My grandma just wants the best for me.
So, do you agree with our...
I mean, yeah, I mean, I can see that. I can see that, definitely. So yeah, we had the top 10 outrageous America's Next Top Model moments. And look at the top comment. I'll read it out. The fact that these challenges do not actually teach or help you to be a model, you literally just make a fool of yourself on TV while Tyra makes money. Wow, it sounds like we're kind of hearing a commonality with everything, where Tyra's just making money off of like whatever the fuck, right? Yeah, that's just how it is. All right, 1 hour 26. So we are getting into spoiler territory at the moment, so if you do not want to be spoiled, go to the timestamp where it says no more spoilers, I guess. Spoilers, we're going into previous contestants, previous winners. I want to investigate, where are these people? Did they really benefit from the show in the way that it kind of makes it sound like we're looking for the next top model, right, for America. So has anyone actually managed to become the next top model of America, or insert country here? Well, that's what we're finding out. So for the next part, we are going to be looking at previous winners. And boy, I already read through this mostly, and it's interesting, kind of. So the majority of winners received steady modeling work after the show, and some eventually parlayed their newfound fame into other endeavors, including hosting or acting, while some have stepped out of the spotlight completely. The series was categorized by cycles rather than seasons. Okay. As it progressed, America's Next Top Model began featuring plus-size, petite, and male models. Yes. So, yes, we have the winner of Cycle 1, which was Adrienne Curry. Now, Adrienne, we start off very strongly here because Adrienne spoke out about her experience on America's Next Top Model on her MySpace blog, and she claimed that contestants faced poor working conditions, and that the Revlon campaign advertised as a part of her winnings turned out to be only a day's work at a convention. So I'm sure that they advertised that the winner would get to like work with Revlon exclusively, or like that they always word it like interesting like that. So yeah, okay. The winnings was not what she thought it would be. And she stepped out of the spotlight for several years, but then in 2023 she came back to body shame The Last of Us star Melanie Lynskey. She came out of hiding just to be like, hey, that fucking woman on The Last of Us, specifically the TV show, I'm very passionate about this particular thing and she's too fat. Like, check this out. She was body shaming this woman This woman. Why? Why? You're gonna complain about America's Next Top Model being toxic and like poor working environment, and then you're gonna come out and be like, this random woman sucks because she's like fat? Hold on, let me see, what is the body shaming thing? Last was yeah. She responded to a series of now deleted tweets from Adrienne Curry that complained that Linsky's body type didn't fit her role in the HBO series? Is Adrienne Curry like a secret Last of Us fan? I guess it's not a secret, is it? Wow. Okay, her body says life of luxury, not post-apocalyptic warlord. Where is Linda Hamilton when you need her? Oh my god, I'm gonna get premature wrinkles from watching this. Reading this, sorry. Wow. Firstly, this is a photo from my cover shoot for InStyle magazine, not a still from HBO's Last of Us. Oh, Linsky said. What? What? Honestly, watching her in The Last of Us, she was good. And she was great in Yellow Jackets as well. She was really good. It's like they're saying, oh yeah, someone in the do you really think everyone in the apocalypse is gonna have the same body type? I don't think so, because everyone's, I mean, we're not gonna get into a whole thing about weight and shit, but like everyone's bodies and genetics and biology are so unique and so different. People hold on to weight very differently. Like, I don't know. And even then, she was a part of, like, she was the leader of like a really big resistance, right? Like, I'm sure they had food. I don't know, whatever. That's just insane. Yeah, so she, this Adrienne person kind of, whoa. I'm grateful that things didn't pan out the way they were supposed to, because I don't think I would be a very good person if I had found major success in modeling. Wow. Yep, that sounds like that's true. I'm glad that she has some, at least is able to see that. We have Joanna House. She hasn't really done much, so there's that. And we have Eva Pigford, who's now Eva Marcille, because Pigford is a crazy name. She seemed to do a little bit of stuff. She was on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Ooh, okay. What I've noticed is, as well, with these contestants who win, is they get on the Bet Plus series. They end up doing a lot of like TV. So she married an attorney, so that's kind of awesome. Oh wait, they got divorced. Okay. Then we have Naima Mora. Naima Mora. She played a one-woman play by herself. Was on Bet Plus as well. So okay. Nicole Linkletter. All right. She was born in Grand Forks. She did a bit of modeling, which is cool, but then she stepped away from it and then went on to a reality series. Seems like that's it. Danny Evans, she owns a hat company. Oh, in 2020, a Cycle 6 clip of Banks urging Evans to fix the gap in her teeth resurfaced, prompting the former ANTM judge to issue an apology. Yeah, so she had a gap in her like two front teeth, and she was like, you're never gonna make it as a model if you have a gap in your teeth. And then like 2 seasons later, she's telling someone to create a gap in their teeth, which is insane, by the way. If you're having to like drill down healthy tooth for cosmetic reasons, run. That's insane. Then we have Carrie D. English. She works as a model and photographer at the moment, so that's nice. She's like one of the few people who's like, I feel like is still working as a model. Then we have Jasleen Gonzalez. Look at this. She's changed quite drastically. Wow. She's still working as a model. which is nice. I mean, goddamn, she's got it. Salacia Stowers? She's cute. Oh my god. She's a body nutrition wellness guru, which, as you guys might know, I fucking hate wellness coaching and gurus, so fuck her. Whitney Thompson owns an ice cream shop. Yeah, she's the owner of an ice cream shop. Cool. Oh, she became an ambassador for the National Eating Disorder Association. Whoa. She became the first plus-size model to win and modeled for brands including Forever 21 and Panache Lingerie. Okay. Nice. McKee Sullivan, she ended up being, she ended up having 6 children. And she's married to martial artist Sam Alvey, so she was in a couple of magazines and that's it. Tarina Anderson, yeah, she was doing, let's see, modeling success in South Africa, but she is kind of like out of the limelight, so, yep. Nicole Fox, she is very cute, she is very pretty. She, oh, wait, oh my god! She later turned to acting, was featured in Bold and the Beautiful. Bold and the Beautiful mentioned. I don't know why, but we keep mentioning Bold and the Beautiful. I love it. She is an artist in Maryland. So good for her. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. And we have Krista White. Been featured in magazines and was a fashion director at some point. So she's been working in the industry. I think that's good. Anne Ward. She appears to have stepped away from modeling and works as an illustrator and animator. Oh, that's cool. Can we look? Instagram? Oh, cool. That's Anne Ward, everybody. Nice. Damn. Then we have Brittany Klein. Alright, so she worked a little bit. She won Cycle 16. Okay. She signed up with new management 2013. She got a master's degree. Oh. Oh, it seems like even if she's not like a top model, she's doing stuff. That's nice. Then we have Lisa D'Amato. Okay. She became known for her outspoken personality. She was invited back for Cycle 17. Wow. Or as the 20th anniversary of ANTM neared in April 2023, she spoke out about the insane amounts of trauma she endured while filming the show. I mean, how many reality shows have this many people talking about like trauma that they experienced? I feel like people on like survival shows don't even talk that much about that. Although that's probably like to be expected, I guess. She likened her experience to the Stanford prison experiment. Oh. Tyra blocked her? That's crazy. I totally see it. I totally see it. Oh yeah, after winning, she appeared on other reality shows like Celebrity Rehab, Marriage Boot Camp, and Shark Tank. And she's also an artist. Then we have Sophie Sumner. She kind of looks like Twiggy herself, actually. She's currently a host for a fashion magazine. Then we have Laura James. It's giving. This is giving. I love this. That's a good picture. She's married to John Michael Ecker. She had a kid. She was on NCIS Hawaii and The Young and Relentless. Jordan Miller. She continues to model. That's good. Keith Carlos. We have a man, finally. He is a former football player and he was the first male winner in 2014. Nice. He was also on the Bold and the Beautiful and Cardi B's music video, Be Careful. Then we have Niall DeMarco. This, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like out of all the models that we've seen here who won, he is the one that looks the most model. Like, he actually looks like a Calvin Klein underwear model. He looks the part. I'm sorry, but I feel like so far no one has been giving. This guy? Giving. So he actually has had, I think, the biggest rap sheet out of all of them. He also says that Tyra was like great and they keep in touch, which is like, okay, that's nice. He's also like a deaf model, which must be interesting to do. A deaf model? Difficult people, so queer as folk? Oh. Oh, cool. India Gantz? Let's see, what does she do? She's pretty as well. She worked as a DJ. Kyla Coleman. She was featured in Dua Lipa's music video, Don't Start Now. That's pretty big. That's pretty big, yeah. Skims? Okay, she's also working. She's working, good. Good for her. Holy shit, this is a long episode today, isn't it? Holy moly. Alright, so next we had Bekah Day. Bekah Day had a great video that I would love to watch. Oh, this is about the tooth gap.
Brittany Evans was made to feel ugly.
Oh, actually, let me write down my timestamps. What time are we up to? 1:40? No more spoilers. 1:40, no spoilers. You're welcome.
By Tyra when Tyra told her to her face that she would never become a model with a gap in her teeth. Danny did reluctantly agree to have her gap closed, and then she did go on to win season 6 of America's Next Top Model. But it always struck me as very strange that Tyra shamed Danny into getting her gap closed, but then why, when Chelsea came along a few seasons later, she wanted her to get her gap widened. Tyra told Chelsea that she would not become successful unless they accentuated the gap in her teeth. Chelsea agreed, and Tyra sent her out to a dentist where they would shave down each of her front 2 teeth in the center by 1 millimeter each. Luckily, Chelsea pulls this look off really well, but I just find it extremely hypocritical that Tyra just a few seasons prior would tell a contestant, you're not going to be...
Yeah, I still think it's crazy to change your teeth like that, to put in a permanent gap. Like, sure, it can be closed, but you'd have to get, like, it's not going to be your real teeth. Like, you're permanently changing healthy adult teeth. Like, it's just so bad.
Successful unless you have no gap, and then a few seasons later tell someone you won't be successful unless you have a bigger gap. In another season, Tyra would go on to tell an openly gay contestant that they needed to tone down and not emphasize or bring attention to their sexual orientation in any way. And ironically, just 3 years after saying this on television, Tyra would go on to win a GLAAD award for LGBTQ representation and inclusion. Really? In another season, a contestant named Keenya came to Tyra to let her know that a male model that they had been shooting with touched her inappropriately. Tyra brushed her off and blamed her for not taking enough control of the situation.
Wow. So Tyra has not only abused people, had a allegedly multi-marketing strategy for her stupid fucking makeup brand. She has protected predators. She protects predators. Like, I don't understand, like, what more do we need from this to be convinced that maybe Tyra is not actually a good person, and that, heck, I guess, like, you know, yeah, she was the first black woman to really do some crazy, like, things. She was the first, you know, black woman to be on, you know, these magazines and be one of the top supermodels, which is impressive. But given all that she has earned in her place in, like, the modeling society, what has she done with that privilege? What has she done with the power that comes with that? She has done nothing except uplift herself, take advantage of people below her, and profit off of that. And then when people get, you know, schmexually schmashulted What does she say to that? Get a grip. Get a grip. Take control of the situation. We know that, like, yeah, it's a big thing in the modeling industry where photographers can be, you know, extremely problematic. All sorts of people in the modeling industry. The modeling industry is so ripe for committing these heinous acts on women because often the women are very young, they're not in positions of power, they're vulnerable. And Tyra, as a previously top earning supermodel with connections, instead of choosing to improve the industry that she is in, the industry that has affected her, because at one point Tyra was also considered plus size and said that she would lose her modeling career if she didn't lose weight, what does she do? She continues to perpetuate the cycle under the guise that she is preparing them for the real world. Instead, she could have actually been like, hey, I'm in a position of power now and I can actually change people's lives and maybe try to champion a better working environment, but instead she excuses people who are manipulators. I guess not manipulate, maybe, but people who are predators, assaulters, and she protects them. Why? Like, Tyra, baby, you're the one giving them work. Just say, hey, if you fuck with my girls, you're not working for me. You're not working for me. Yeah. Because I'm sure there's a billion other photographers out there that they could work with. It's crazy.
This would not be the end of Tyra being the villain in Keenya's story. During Keenya's season, she was constantly told to diet and to eat less because she was overweight and gaining weight. During a photo shoot challenge, the contestants were portraying the 7 deadly sins, and of course, Tyra assigned gluttony over to Keenya because of how much she liked to eat. It just blows my mind because look how petite this woman is. Like, in another season, a model approached Tyra expressing that a male model who she was supposed to be shooting with had made really offensive and hateful comments about her race. Tyra's only response was, it's your job to keep the peace and it's your job to figure out how to work together.
What? Okay, I was about to be like, you know what? In workplaces all the time, you do have to learn to work with people you don't like, but outward racism, and she's like, hey, it's your job to manage your own emotions and be like, that's fine. What? And you'd think Tyra as maybe, I don't know, Tyra as a black woman, do you think maybe you'd want to, I don't know, champion some kind of like anti-racism? Like, get the fuck out, we're not accepting someone who's racist. Like, I don't understand why these people are so permissive. These people in power, they're just like, work it out. I'm not going to do anything about it because genuinely, she does not care. She genuinely does not fucking care. And I am like, it's angering how people are like forgetting, or like maybe don't even know this. Maybe you don't know this, but if you're watching this and afterwards you still continue to want to support Tyra, I actually don't understand you. I don't. Like, this is like people who defend Elon Musk for like everything. They're like doing tricks on it. Why are you doing tricks on Tyra? Like, she doesn't give a fuck about you. She clearly doesn't give a fuck about anyone except for herself. Why are people writing so hard for her, being like, oh, she changed the industry so much. America's Next Top Model actually gave one plus size woman first place, so she's really done so much for the industry. Shut the fuck up.
I think Tyra had to have some kind of joy in traumatizing these contestants, from the makeovers to the fatphobic comments to the hostile environment. Even many of the fellow judges did not have anything nice to say about working with Tyra. Ex-supermodel Janice Dickinson even said Tyra was extremely hard to work with and she had no respect for anyone. And that's just her behavior from America's Next Top Model.
Wow, who is this diva? That's crazy. Even the fellow judges are also coming out and being like, you know what it seems to me though? She had a really good relationship with that male who won. I'm beginning to get the vibe that Tyra doesn't like women. I think Tyra doesn't like women. She protects male photographers that assault the models, allegedly. She doesn't seem to get along with any women. I would be really interested to see how she actually worked with the male contestants, because it really sounds like she just has a lot of internalized misogyny, if I'm being honest. She and the like, if you just look at like the way the public perspective on her has changed since Victoria's Secret 2024, everyone is like, I think everyone just feels sorry for her, and that's why everyone's being so nice to her. Like, it genuinely feels like everyone just it just pities her or something, because after hearing about all these things, it's like I completely forgot about the photographer thing, but like that's massive. Holy shit. Yo, Bekah Day never fails to bring out the stuff. Holy shit. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not gonna pretend that the modeling industry was ever like a good place. I'm not gonna pretend like it was a good place or like it's a healthy industry. It's not, obviously, but I am pointing out that for you to be in such a powerful position and not do anything positive with that, yeah, I don't like you. I don't. Because it would be so easy for her to actually do something worthwhile with her fucking reputation, but she just doesn't. And then she has the audacity, now that she's 50 and she can't be bothered, I don't know, doing anything about the way that she looks, she goes, yeah, I'm walking down the runway for everybody else. I see everyone else who looks like me. I'm doing this for you. It's like, no, you're not. You're doing this because this is you now. Like, girls gotta start being humble, I think. Alright, so we have, what is this? America's Next Top Model contestants with the most successful careers. Now this is what I really wanted to see, because I do actually want to see who has actually benefited from this show. Who? Yeah, so every cycle, every episode, they'll do, I don't remember how often it is, but they do these photo shoots, and isn't this just so nice? Yaya da Costa. She's beautiful. She is stunning. Anyway, so it seems like she didn't really get into modeling, but she just went into TV. But she has over 30 acting credits to her name. That's pretty impressive. Chicago Med. She even played Whitney Houston in the TV movie. Holy shit, that's pretty big. Fatima Syed? Fatima Syed? Difficult upbringing as a Somalian refugee. She is very beautiful. Unique bone structure. Where? Sorry, where? She's beautiful. You know, I see it. I see it. Ralph Lauren, Hermes, Giorgio Armani, Betsy Johnson. Okay, she seems like she's done a lot. Leo Tipton. Cycle 11. Wait, it's her! Wait, I've seen her! What have I seen her on? I've seen her on something. Warm Bodies! Yes, I remember that. Warm Bodies. Yep, I like her. I like her. She's very pretty. I don't know why the last picture is this. You know what it's kind of giving? It's kind of giving like that Twilight, the Twilight thing. Some people understand what I'm referencing. Allison Harvard. Oh, yo, it's the girl who I think I said looks like Twiggy, maybe, or maybe it's just another one. Sorry. To me, blue eyes and like wide blue eyes, I'm like Twiggy. So she's one of the most memorable models. I think I did watch this season because I remember this photo shoot. I think they made fun of her here, even though it was like actually interesting. She didn't win the cycle, but Tyra was so impressed with her talent that brought her back for All Stars season 17. She again lost out on the top spot, but she's booked campaigns with Lime Crime makeup and Got2b hair products. Does most of her work in editorials in magazines like Vogue and Harper's Bazaar. Okay. Layla Goldkuhl. Cycle 19. Complicated with scores and fan rankings. She went home in episode... Oh. Spoiler. You know what? This is kind of spoiler territory, so I'm gonna go, let's see, 1 hour 50 spoilers again. Okay. She's done a bunch. She's working as a model. She's doing stuff. And then Winnie Harlow. Winnie Harlow is definitely like one of the most iconic winners. I remember when Winnie was coming up. She's got vitiligo. That's what it is, vitiligo. It's a skin condition. Oh, it's like a pigmentation condition. It's so interesting, isn't it? Why are we putting pictures of Tyra here, bro? Yeah, she's really interesting. And she also came out and talked about how Tyra was a bee. That she didn't like the show. Oh, she went under the name Chantel Young. She didn't do very well in the show. She went home episode 4, returned to the competition to go home again 3 episodes later. But she is like, she's even been on the Victoria's Secret runway. Holy shit. Isn't it interesting that like Tyra was also rejected a bunch and then went on Victoria's Secret, and then Winnie Harlow rejected from the Tyra Banks and then also went on the runway. Oh yeah, the Niall DeMarco. See, this man is modeling. He is modeling. I am not surprised that he's there. Alright, so that's kind of it, I guess. Closing statements. Let's see. Closing statements. 157. Conclusion. Listen. I firmly believe still that don't think she's a good person. I think you can say that she has history, she's done stuff, yay, but what has she really done with that? Except to uplift herself and herself alone. They're really, like, in the whole time that America's Next Top Model ran, there's only been, like, realistically two or three really iconic models, and even then they're not like top models. You know what I mean? It's a bit of a misleading title, I think. I think it's like, yeah, she was a top model, she was a supermodel, but that doesn't necessarily mean she makes more supermodels. So I don't know. It kind of seems to me like Tyra, she was at the right place at the right time. She had the right stuff, and, you know, good for her, but at the end of the day, that's all it is. It's just good for her. And that's it. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope maybe people gained a different perspective here. I think that, you know, before I had feelings about it, but I didn't know as much. And I think after going through this, I think I feel a lot more... confident in my opinion about her. And I will probably continue to look down on people who protect her. Honestly, all you needed to tell me was that she ignores people who have been victimized. All you need to tell me is that she, like, you look up what has Tyra Banks done, and you can't really find anything. And look, is it everyone's responsibility to do something with themselves that's like positive for society? No, I guess not. But she had the chance and the opportunity to do something. And I think that's my right to look at that and be like, well, I don't want to support you. I don't want to support you because you perpetuated standards that are unhealthy and toxic. And you can say it was a product of the time, still is. But do you want to be known as someone who continued to perpetuate bad things? Or do you want to be known as someone who tried to actually change the world? Or did you just continue to profit off of what was already established because you wanted profit? Alright. Well, that'll be me for today. Goodbye, and I hope you enjoyed the video and learned something. Alright, bye!